Farengar is arguably one of the most sane characters in the game. I think Farengar gets a lot of shit for no real reason. He's pretty fun, actually. I love the scene where he tries to pluck a scale off of Odahviing. Must have missed that. You always enjoy him. Yeah, so if you... well, we'll go do it in just a second here, actually. I really like his voice actor, actually. I really love the few NPCs in this game that have a distinct voice. So, like Tullius, Ulfric, Brynjolf, for example, they have an edge over other NPCs because you recognize their voice as being something distinct. It's weird that they had like 8 people do all the voices with no variation between characters. Yeah, especially for characters like Mercer Frey, that there's 2 guys in the Thieves Guild voiced by him. They didn't pay for range. I'll tell you one thing that they didn't pay for is they didn't pay for any of the voice actors to really sound like they're having a good time, though. Like, a lot of characters in Oblivion, they feel like real people to me in the sense that when you go to Kvatch, there's notoriously that high elf that runs up to you and he's like, "Run while you can!" You know, he sounds kind of silly, but you really can tell the emotion that he's conveying there. Like, he's fucking scared. And he wants to leave. And he's warning people about what's going on. Like, he's shouting, he's raising his voice. I feel like a lot of characters in Skyrim, they just do the, like, "Hey, what are you doing around here? You're not supposed to be down here. I'll give you 1 second to leave." Like, you know, they're all very gruff and kind of boring. Or at least most of them. There is that guy in the Thalmor Embassy, yes. Yes, they told him to go wild. Not a big Fallout fan outside of New Vegas, but I do love hearing Nick Valentine and the other companions in Fallout 4. Yes, I think they did a good job. Much better than they did in Skyrim. It's one of the few improvements you can actually see Skyrim to Fallout 4. Everything else is mostly a downgrade, in my opinion. It's also like the first Bethesda game that really didn't innovate that much on the gameplay between games. Like, Fallout 3 and Oblivion are vaguely similar in a lot of ways, but you can feel the difference when you play those. Fallout 4 and Skyrim, to me, they just have essentially the same, I don't know, just the same overall feel, same sprint. Already going to Solstheim? Well, of course, I need to continue my my thieving spree. I hate the way he says Gjalland, though. He says Jolland. Okay, so because I got level 70 in Pickpocket, that's why I came here, because now we can steal... Oh, well, not if we mess it up. We can steal an elven bow from these guys. There we go. Doing a pickpocket thief run for the first time. Yeah, definitely not my first time. Never really tried it before in all your 13 years of playing. Really? That's crazy. This is like one of the most memed on ways to play because it's so easy. Which accent do you like the most? I think overall I prefer Khajiit. Have you guys ever seen that video that's like Anakin Skywalker? It's a Meat Canyon video. It's Anakin Skywalker talking to Yoda, and he's like, "You know English. Why don't you just say the words in the right order?" That's how I feel about Khajiit. I wish they would just not use third person when they speak. This guy actually does have a more traditional Dunmer voice, doesn't he? This is one of my favorite quests. The most based hustler. That's a great title for him. You know, he would have been a fun card in Legends, too. A fun treasure hunt card. Yeah, their voice actor did a great job. I mean, I don't know if most people agree, but I think Dragonborn is the better of the 2 DLCs, in my opinion. I think they really nailed, like, the dungeon design in this DLC, and I think the overall world design is very good. A lot of fun, memorable characters, too. So many Dawnguard Glazers, yeah, for real, dude. I don't know, I don't see it. Dawnguard is it's a bit of a disappointment when you realize that there's so little actual decision-making in it. Story is better and the gameplay is much more challenging, too. Yes. I mean, I think they just generally want you to be scaled higher when you come here, because they made the enemies much tougher, but the ending of Dawnguard always felt lackluster. Yeah, no, it's super, super anticlimactic. I mean, the ending of the base game, we were talking about this the other day, ending of the base game is super anticlimactic, too. Funny the Daedric Prince DLCs have always been better. Yeah, you know, I never really had considered this to be a Daedric Prince DLC, but I suppose it is. Still mad we don't get to talk to Sothasil in Morrowind. True, but honestly, if they keep any piece of lore from ESO, it should be that Sothasil was exactly how he was represented in ESO. I really liked that guy in ESO. I was like, oh, damn, maybe the Tribunal aren't so bad. Yeah, his ESO representation, his Legends representation in the Clockwork City DLC is really good, too. Bought Skyrim on the day it released, and I still haven't beat the main campaign. It's not for lack of playtime either, I just don't care. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty easy to beat, but if you don't give a shit about it, you know, you don't need to. I genuinely think the main quest is one of the worst quests in the game. It's pretty bad in most of it, honestly. Like, if you want a completely unengaging, boring experience, go play the main quest. Yeah, no, it's very clearly the wrong choice to kill Paarthurnax. I think everybody can agree on that, and if you can't agree on that, then you are a child, as I was when I used to kill Paarthurnax. See, I would hate Delphine more if she was not a product of Bethesda. Like, she genuinely just reminds me that she's a character written by Bethesda, and I'm like, oh, but it's because Bethesda chose to write her that way, you know? Like, she transcends... When I'm talking to her, I'm like, oh, I'm talking to, like, a one-dimensional garbage character. Like, she's not fleshed out at all. She fucking sucks. Oh, there it is! We got it.
A new hand touches the beacon.
My buddy, when I was a kid, he was so scared of frostbite spiders that he had me come over to his house and kill the frostbite spider in Bleak Falls Barrow for him. I work with kids, and I've a few times I've been like, hey, do you guys, any of your dads play Skyrim? And they just, like, look at me, they're like, what are you talking about? Like, never mind. Oh my god, there's a fight every, like, 2 minutes. Oh, yeah, Skyrim is older than a lot of kids that I work with, actually. I work at an elementary school. I had one kid, he was drawing a super mutant one time while I was at work, and I was like, holy shit, you know what that is? He's like, yeah, my dad plays Fallout 4. I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. And I'm like, has he ever played Skyrim? And he's like, what's that? Skyrim came out almost 13 years ago, such a huge game. I was actually going to make a video on the channel about how nobody knows how big the Elder Scrolls series is. Or how big it was, I should say, because I don't know how old everyone is in this chat right now, but like, if I were to talk to like a random 18-year-old, I don't know if they would have ever played Skyrim, you know? The market that's going to be targeted when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, like, the market that's always targeted for gaming, like that kind of 14 to 18-year-old range where it's like kids are old enough to be playing mature games and they get just shit for Christmas. That group of kids is going to have no idea what Elder Scrolls is, and I don't think they're going to particularly care what it is, or like ask their dad if they can get Elder Scrolls 6 for Christmas. They're really going to have to market the shit out of this game for the new generation. Yeah, it's going to have to look insane, and it's going to have to be insane, because Bethesda has such a bad rep now. Like, especially, I would argue, especially with their fans. Like, I feel like Elder Scrolls fans have been mistreated. I feel like Todd doesn't give a shit about us right now. Exactly, many Elder Scrolls fans are going to be real skeptical and very analytical. Yeah, well, and, you know, I think we have a right to be. Because we've been given a lot of the short end of the stick in the past decade. I remember my first time playing with my homie at his house. Convinced my mom to get it for me the next day. I've bought every version since. I don't own a Switch, so I've never bought the Switch version, but I have bought Skyrim on PC twice due to switching Steam accounts. I bought it on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the, of course, the Special Edition and the Anniversary Edition. So, quite a few times. Oh shit, I'm dead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it here. Yeah, I got all the footage that I need, so if we do get together again, it'll just be kind of to chat and hang out. So, thank you guys to everybody who decided to come on out, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace out.